East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Judicials offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Sends it back in motion. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So UConn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and
coming out aggressively. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And now this offense will take the field again. The give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. On the option. Hard running there. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McGee.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run play action. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UConn. Field shrinks. Tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's O'Neal. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big run.
The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. UConn going back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Roach. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Now the pitch. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Final play of the quarter coming. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. This UConn offense really has it going. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's O'Neal. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires and picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This time on target. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. It's Roach. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Judicials with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run this one off right tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Fullback's got it. Runs through the tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. On the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That chunk play has them in business. Set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Kentucky has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there. And now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up 14 over Navy. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Schwartz. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking for a gap. It's Roach. And some room to work.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Second down coming up.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. They've gotten the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Under fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Touchdown, Huskies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for space. It's O'Neal. Past the sticks and still on his feet. At midfield, he's got room. Flying out to the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Judicials just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The option look. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense came into this game knowing they had to stop the quarterback run. That time, they were definitely ready for it. They had guys close to the line of scrimmage, and they showed you how physical they can be.
They booted away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Gives it on the option. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UConn! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's O'Neal. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
At the 41-yard line.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Judicials are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds. On first down from their own 22.
First down for the offense.
Used the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking for room. It's Roach. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They want to run it left here. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just going to keep it after the snap. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Third down play from the gun. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Going right to work up top. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Takes the handoff. It's Roach. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's York. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's York. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.